Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. Okay, so for today's video I essentially want to make a bubble build for the Titan mains. For this video, unfortunately my RNG is completely terrible. Like, for the perfect start, in fact, let me show you guys. So the stats that I want for this armor piece was to be able to get 100 intellect and 100 resilient. The reason why I wanted 100 resilient is mainly because I'm using the alpha loopy chest. Alpha loopy chest essentially allows me to it allows me to generate more orbs from my super. So that means if I pop my bubble, instead of dropping instead of 3 orbs, it becomes 4 orbs. So you're generating more orbs for your teammate. But 2, it also allows me to get healing every time I pop my barricade, meaning as I pop my barricade as a Titan, I can essentially heal myself. If I'm low on health, I can just pop my barricade, allowing myself to get healed. I'll say this is pretty much the most free healing abilities in the game on a Titan, because I know Warlocks have their Rift and Devour ability or healing grenade as well and stuff like that. But on the Titan, this is as free as you can get without having to like risk your life to do like a melee punch to heal yourself. So the build involves around essentially keeping as much as an uptime on my barricade so that I can heal whenever I want, and popping my super as much as I want. Problem is, my boot, even though it's a beautiful boot for most of my builds, it rolls recovery and intellect, and if I could get that roll on my resilience, that would have pretty much maximized my build. And I have 2 chests, which one gives me 1995, I know, which would have been a lot better, or I can have 187. Yeah, I was screaming on the inside while making this build yesterday. But anyway, let's actually get into the build. This build is pretty much a Titan build. It's supposed to it's a build that I would use. Sorry, I'm on the wrong tree. It's a build that I would use if I was doing a raid. If I am the sole Titan on the team, and I know that when I keep my bubble up as much as possible, or for every damage phase, for example. So this is the build I'm essentially offering to you guys today. So first, you want to be on the top tree, because obviously World of Dawn allowing you to pop your bubble so that you can give your the damage buff to your team. You have your defensive strikes allowing you to have the overshoot from just getting a melee kill. And the one thing people don't actually people don't notice on the World of Dawn build is getting melee kills, even if you don't have your melee charged, restarts like your health regen, and it starts the health regen of your teammates. Like, World of Dawn is not a build to sleep on, because like getting that melee kill restarts your health regen and restarts your teammate health regen. Obviously, in terms of the teammates, it's not that big of a range, but when your team is pretty close together, e.g. you guys are doing damage, e.g. Joris final boss, it becomes quite useful. And if you do a charge melee kill, you get the overshield, and your teammate also gets the overshield. So it's kind of like something like a support build you can think of for a Titan. And so you get that overshield, and you get like a reload. Oh, that reload feels so good. But yeah, so we're using the top tree. So you also get the healing from your barricade on top of your melee healing, and your overshield from your melee. And obviously you create more orbs, meaning maybe the team can get their orbs, meaning like the team Thunder Crash or the team Golden Gun can get their orbs. So this is more of a team related type of build. So what you notice is I'm actually using quite a lot of the same mods that I use for my chaos build to keep an uptime on my super as much as possible. So let's start from the very top. Okay, let's start from the top. So we'll start with the taking charge mode. Taking charge essentially allows me any orbs on the ground, aka from your weapons, from your teammates' weapons, from your teammates' super, will give me taking charge. On top of that, I'm also running the insulation. Insulation essentially reduces the cooldown of my class ability, which, like I said, the idea is to have a large uptime for my barricade so that I can essentially pop it whenever I want. I just double down on it. If I don't want to double down on it, if I'm using a sniper, for example, I'll use my sniper scavenging since it's only like one tick. Or you can always use better already as well, which essentially starts your region from just picking up orbs. But since I know my barricade does that, I don't really need that for this build. On top of that, I'm running my charge up pretty much obviously from your base 2 stacks that you can get on your guardian. It makes it 3 stack. I'm also running my ashes to assets, which means I gain my bonus super energy from getting grenade kills. On top of that, I'm running my shield break. Again, breaking the shield from combatants. It's the most easiest way to get charge relight, so I hope everybody has some of that on their build. Now, the mod of the day, the energy converter. Pretty much this allows me to be like, the minute I pop my bubble for my teammates, I can chuck a grenade. I don't even have to kill anything. Just chuck that grenade away. Will give me half of my super energy back as long as I'm like times 5 of my charge relight. And to make me times 5, to make me able to get to times 5, I need my super charge mod. Super charge pretty much makes it from 3 to 5, allowing me to have 5 charge relights, allow me to hold 5 charge relights, meaning pop bubble, chuck that grenade, get half of my super back already. Any orbs that gets generated from weapons kills, from super kills, will give me the rest of my energy back, allowing me to essentially have my super back already. So it's like a complete uptick. To prove how great this build is, I did the Shirochi with my clanmate last night. I did Shirochi with my clanmate last night in Last Wish. Pretty much it's a boss that you obviously have to constantly do damage for. So 3 floors, you need to damage it twice. And with this build, I think I missed only 1 of the damage phase. So out of 6, I was able to have my bubble for 5. But don't just take my words for it. I'll make sure to put the clip at the end of this explanation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And I shall see you guys in the next one.
streets, no too bad.